Hey, what's going, y'all? It is yours truly once again. That's probably the first time y'all actually seen me say my introduction. But this particular topic, I want to talk about just kind of the state of the affairs and the climates of, what y'all hear online right now, especially with all these grifters regarding relationships. Everybody just have basic questions and answers. Now, there is some great insight regarding some of the basic answers that I've heard, okay? But I think we just gotta really shoot for the stars. And that's what I'm here for. The man that came from the stars telling y'all to shoot for the stars. And here's how we're gonna do it. We got to undo what has been done to love. Now, there was a famous, well, to me personally, uh, a famous statement by a rapper named Sauce Walker. And he simply said, by the way, I see you unique. Good evening once again to you as well. Excuse me. But Sauce Walker said, it's hard to love success when you've struggled so hard. And in regards to love, people like to say, struggle love when true love is a struggle. But regarding what Sauce Walker said about struggling so hard, I'd say this. Most people have had to struggle so hard for love in order to find love, you know, finding love in all the wrong places and things like that. One of my favorite songs is by Rihanna, We Fell in Love in a Hopeless Place. But this represents a lot of the struggles one finds, especially in these times, to really have someone love them and vice versa when love is just right there in our face. It's really that simple. We make it hard and we make loving each other hard. And the simplest thing you can do is be loving. You want somebody to love you, but you're not being loving. Make that make sense. But hey, these type of people will still blame the other person for why there isn't love. People have their own idea, expectation, the way they want to have a relationship. All this is hindrances of that type of success of love being achieved, as they, I guess, call themselves aspiring for, desiring for, if you will. Well, you got so much in the way, and it's not really obstacles that this world is throwing at you. It's these obstacles that you've thrown upon yourself in this world. Unique said, love takes work, but it's not supposed to be complicated. It's not. But yet it's one of the most complicated things that we've made it to be. You know, that's what we need to start undoing. What has been done to love. We've made love complicated when it is not. When it is not that complicated, we've made it complicated. Okay. So that's one thing that we do need to do regarding undoing what's been done uh, to love. The other thing is, gotta just stop overthinking regarding love. Okay. Love is just something that happens. It's not really something that you think about. Oftentimes, the person that you felt like you loved is really the person that you felt like you loved. Now, the person didn't love you back. That just says something about them, not you. But you don't take from that. You just know that person was being manipulative. But don't change the way you feel regarding love. You just get around the right person that feels that with you. Unique, you said people make love complicated because they are hypergamous or supergamous and superficial and want someone perfect. Exactly. Yeah, we want that. So in doing that aspect about love, we expect all this perfection with it, when really love is perfect in its imperfections. It's imperfect perfection. That's love, okay? Because it takes everything that we think is not right and not together, and it's actually more balanced than we think. A lot to do with the geometrics of this world already set in place. What we've done as humanity is basically have tried to mess with the natural geometrics of everything, especially in this world. Our lives are already set a certain way geometrically. We just don't know that. So our love language is set up that same way too. And a lot of times you can get a pattern of what's worked for you and what hasn't worked for you just by looking back. Not looking back at what you felt you could have done better. You look back at the things that weren't better for you. See, and you can see that, oh, that's not the right pattern. So we can just start working on making love simple regarding well, we know what we need in our life, we know what we don't need in our life. I realized a long time ago that the type of woman I wanted in my life doesn't exist. The type of woman I need in my life takes time, but dreams can come true, you know? So that's the thing. It's about the woman I need, not the woman that I want. So where I'm getting at with this is with love, we got to stop having all these expectations of what we think we need or want in somebody else when really these things happen because it is more so based on what you need. Okay. So these things will actually happen. You'll be around someone that actually meets your needs. We're not talking about financial and materialistic necessarily. Um, we're talking about connections. We're talking about reciprocation. We're talking about all that, okay? And you just see how someone just naturally flows. Like, yo, we just vibe. Like, that's what you want. You want that vibe. You're not getting that vibe from somebody, then guess what? The damage will be done and there won't be love there afterwards, okay? So it is very important that you see who vibes with you and you see who doesn't. And when you know it's fake, call it out. Don't let a person get away with thinking that they weren't fake with you. They were. So let's undo that aspect about love because we tend to think love is fake. No, there are fake people trying to act like they love you. Okay. So there's that. Don't feel any type of way when you have to call somebody out on being fake about love for you. Okay. Because that's all it was. And guess what? The way the universe works, you continue to be real, you will eventually encounter love that's real. And that's real. Any questions, feel free to ask. I just think personally, so much has been done to love. Look at love like I hate to say this, but look at love like the ecosystem, especially here in the United States. But we can relate this to other parts of the world depending on where you're from, tuning in. Okay, whether on a replay or live right now, based on the time and date of this video. Um, Nature was good until man, certain men, if you will, came along to pollute it and corrupt it. So love is like that. Love has uh, done that. You know what I mean? Love has been done that way. You said unique. If their love is fake, then it was evil because it's harmful. Let me see what else you said there too. If the love was fake, then it's evil because it's harmful. Love is uh, evil, like evolution, and it should involve uh, people reciprocating and evolving together where it's helpful. Yep, that's facts, unique. Um, yeah, I'm really big on this. I just think so much we have all these conversations that we hear out here about all these complicated issues about how to be in a relationship and all that when it's not that complicated. We make it complicated. Love somebody that loves you. Like somebody that's like you. What I mean by like is not that they simply like you. They have to be of your likeness. Y'all have to be like-minded. So yes, for the feminine to the masculine, ladies, you have to be of a man's likeness. But the masculine unto the feminine is basically resulting in both of y'all being like-minded. Y'all both on the same page with a lot of things. You might not always see eye to eye, but y'all on the same page. Uh, I appreciate that as far as like being around somebody and things like that. That's important to me as far as how we flow. And that just makes the love even better because we're we're trying to be like this. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we just want to get with each other based on lust. So that's what has been done to love as well. A lot of lust has gotten around, unfortunately, and that's made it hard for love. Oh, I see Gemini back in the building. Hey, good to see you. Once again, you said people fall in and out of love all the time, but a mother's love is unconditional. It can be. It's supposed to be. You said Ronan, good evening, watching from Florida. Hey, what's good, man? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love Florida. Yes, yes. I miss Florida. Yeah, but going back to what Gemini said, yeah, people fall in and out of love. See, love, I've always said it's about love. You grow to love. You don't fall in love. I get where you're coming from, though, Gemini. But me personally, I'm like this. You don't fall in love because fall, it's like falling into a puddle. It's like an accident. Nothing's by accident, not even love. But yeah, I can see from your standpoint how people fall in and out of love all the time because for them it was just more so accidental. They didn't really want to love that person. They weren't really trying to grow to love that person. Some people felt like, dang, man, now I love you. Now I don't know what to do. Well, why don't you just want to take that a step further? Because people didn't want to do that. That's why people call themselves being afraid to love because they don't want to be stuck with that what responsibility of loving somebody because love is an action. It's not a word. It's an action. Okay? So basically, people fall in and out of their actions regarding love, their responsibilities, uh, their accountability. Like this really can go to a different place if we want to with this conversation. But yeah, thank you so much, Gemini. That was a good point you brought up. Uh, Ronan, you said love is not always a feeling, but a commitment when feelings are not involved. Facts. Yeah, you got to definitely still be committed. Even when the feeling's not there, y'all might not be happy with each other. But you know what? We made a commitment to loving each other. Okay? And that's not going to change because you ain't going to be like that with everybody. You can't be like that with everybody because a lot of folk are conniving. A lot of folk are snakes. A lot of people want to see you end it, like literally. So you can't be that way with everybody. So that's when you know you love somebody because that trust is there even when y'all not happy with each other that day. But I'm still committed to you. That's why I'm still doing this. Now, if you don't want me to be committed to you, that's another conversation. You know, it'd be like, oh, so that's what we own now. We own that now? Okay, we own that? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. You own them type of games? Okay, game time. I'm not gonna play them games back with you, but I peep game. You said Gemini, true. That is superficial love. Love is about duties and responsibilities on both sides. Facts. The man initiates, the woman reciprocates. That brings about the regeneration. Facts. So we got to get back to that. And we're wondering why, instead of there being a lot of regeneration of love, there's a lot of degeneration. And we now see it in this degeneration. Right now, we see, yeah. Degenerate. See, there's a lot that I'm going to regarding generation. Like literally, if we want to talk about lineage, bloodlines, existence, humanity, the fact that there's been a lack of love is going to create a lack of a generation. And that's for years to come. If we are not trying to regenerate love in the way it's supposed to be. Now, I'm not against one's sexuality, but I'm just going to say that heterosexuality needs to be included in that because that is the key for regeneration of generations is heterosexuality. I'm going to speak on it and I'm going to continue to speak on it. That's nothing against anyone else's sexual preference. But don't forget about heterosexuality. That's key for regeneration. So I think that's a big push of people trying to just outright get rid of heterosexuality. Well, that is still needed for those who are still biologically that way and you still want to love that way regarding heterosexuality. That's key to humanity's existence, okay? So I'm gonna just say that and I ain't got no shame saying that right now. Okay. So it's important that we hold on to that because what we're seeing right now is we think of words like emasculating and I like to say defeminizing. We think of words like that, and that takes away from that heterosexual side of love. You know, you said, Ronan, facts, because you show me what the game is. Facts. Yep. That's the thing. People will definitely show you what the game is. You ain't even got to play the game. You ain't got to be part of the game. You can just peep game. You know, I like to say over here, like golf, like PGA, peep game a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to be a tiger about it. Get it? Yeah. So you said, Unique, that's true that love is a commitment because when two people come together as a couple and they are literally against all odds, so it is important to love regardless of feelings. Yeah. When y'all made a commitment and it's a divine commitment, you don't back down from that. That's why I've always said at this channel, true love never dies and true love never gives up on the other person. And it's based on my philosophy is based on looking at wolves, how they mate for life. And when I say mate for life, that doesn't necessarily mean a monogamous situation. It just means as far as the unnerving or relentless aspect of commitment. That's what mate for life means. Like, I'm in this. I got you. My commitment to you was for life. Like, we still connected, even if there's a break in between for whatever reason, right? So, because we gotta be honest, things happen, but doesn't mean that y'all stop talking. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all love was there, and I've talked about this before. People don't want to talk about these things, but I talk about it here. Okay. Trying to think of one more thing I can think of. I'm gonna do this video, finish it at the 20-minute mark. Um, let's see. One more thing I could think of regarding undoing what's been done about love. Well, love isn't blind. I've talked about that before, but yeah, love is not blind. We're blind to love when it's in our face. Okay, so we got to stop saying that love is blind. Love is not blind. We're blind to love. Okay, we got to undo a lot of things regarding love. Okay, um, love is based on the purest frequency, which is the 528 hertz, and it's 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So that means you go the extra mile. You put out extra love. Get it? You said, Gemini. You said, do you mean remaining friends after a breakup? I see what you mean. Yeah, but don't look at it as friends. I mean, even though friend is a deep word, you're not going to just be everybody's friend either. But I guess in this sense, y'all just stay connected because y'all still, you know, got a heart for each other. That's not going to go away. You know, like, and y'all probably not just going y'all separate way. Y'all just taking a break. Like I said, things happen for whatever reason, but y'all just still got each other's heart like that, and y'all know that y'all going to end up back around each other again in due time. Like, there's things going on in your life. There might be a medical thing going on in your life that you just had a hard time disclosing to your other person. I hate to say the word partner. Person is better because that's personal, right? That person is very personal to you, right? Ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So, um, partner is a rainbow terminology. Once again, it's a rainbow terminology. When you say partner, they're excluding the heterosexual side of this coupling aspect. So don't say partner. At least don't come to this channel saying partner. Okay. Oh, hey, Smart Cookie. Good to see you once again. Hey, what's up? Long time no see. Yeah. Just talking about undoing what's been done about love. You got any questions? Feel free to ask me. Uh, yeah, I got a few more minutes if you want to chime in. Feel free. Just basically, trying to get rid of a lot of these cliches. I do want to go back to what somebody said earlier about the love being unconditional from a mother. Uh, love is unconditional from a father, too. A real father, a real mother, you know? Okay, you just here to support me. Okay, well, hey, that's cool too. I appreciate that as well, Smart Cookie. I appreciate your support as well. Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, love is unconditional, people. It's not about having unconditional love. Love is unconditional. We have to get back to that. That's why when one of the viewers in the chat spoke earlier about just the commitment and not the feelings, that's actually that aspect of love and how unconditional it is. Love is patient. Love is unwavering. Love doesn't blame the other person. It doesn't have a list of rights and wrongs, if you will. It just acknowledges you being there because that's what it is. Someone just being there. You know, nothing like being around someone that has this list of all the stuff you did right and as well as all the stuff you done wrong. Keep in mind, even a list of what you've done right is also toxic. And then a Smart Cookie said, love doesn't hurt either. Facts. Facts. Love does not hurt. So that's the other aspect. We have to undo what's been done about love. To love is this fact that we've now made love seem like it hurts. No, love does not hurt. Now, what you might feel as far as the hurt is concerned is someone that did not love you to begin with. And I'm going to say that. No one just says, I did love you. No, you never loved them, because if you love them, you will continue to love them. No excuse. You said unique. I was love blind when love has structure, and you can see that through the actions of the commitment to one another as a couple. In facts, exactly. You have to see that. You have to see their acts of love. So how can love be blind? Even someone that is blind can still sense the acts of love. So even in that sense, love is technically not blind either. Love is uh, love is braille, because love you sense just like someone that's even blind can sense braille. Like we could say that instead of saying love is blind, say love is braille. How about that? Let's see. You said, Gemini, love takes years to build. That's why it is foundational. It is. It is. Bingo, Gemini. That's it. That's it. You said, unique. Love is supreme. Yes, it is. Yeah. So, but we just want to build on this. Like, we want to bring love back to its more organic and natural state, undoing what has been done to love. We've made love seem more cybernetic. We've made love seem more artificial and man-made and superstitious and materialistic and not spiritual. And we've made love seem more sexual when it's not. Okay, love is spiritual, sex is spiritual, so it's all connected, right? So we just got a lot to undo with love, and I just went over my 20-minute mark with this video, so I think I'm gonna shut it down here. But hopefully that gives y'all an idea of what we can undo that has been done about love. And don't be afraid to love again. Okay? I'll say that. Do not be afraid to love again. Love is an action, not a word. Okay? Don't be afraid to love again. Just realize who you need to love next time. Keep that in mind. You said unique. Love has always been organic and natural. It's the people who are inorganic and unnatural in their way of thinking when it comes to love. That's facts. And on that note, thanks a million for stopping by. Let's undo what has been done to love every single day. Yes, yes, that's right. You need got to be a hopeful romantic, not a hopeless romantic. Oh, okay. Gemini had one thing to say. She said, it is my opinion, knowing someone a few months is not love. It takes years, especially getting to know someone, or as I like to say at this channel, grow to know instead of get to know, because like you said, it takes years. It takes years, and it takes years for something to grow. It takes years to build on something foundationally speaking, just as you said about love. It took years to build the Burj Khalifa. You know, it took years to build the skyscrapers. It takes years to build uh, ocean vessels. It takes years to build a family. You know, It takes years to build. It takes years to build. Doesn't take much to destroy. Hmm. Undoing what has been done to love. Let's make love not so easy to destroy, y'all. All right now.